Good afternoon, evening, whatever it may be for where you are. This is Week in Review with Captain Stitches, where I welcome you into my cottage. Come on in and let's see what I have been able to accomplish this past week. As many of you know, I did take this past week off as far as doing my regular schedule for YouTube, but I am doing my week in review so you can at least see what I was able to do while I was off, not feeling so well, still not up to par, but we will go on and do this video. So what have I been able to finish this week? I know many of you have been seeing this needle book several times that I have been working on. Well, yes, I finally have completed it. This is the front. You can see there are pearls added down here, some decorative stitching here. This is a little crocheted flower with a pretty button on the front. And this little stitching that you see around the hexagons is actually hand stitched on. And then let me see, of course we have a blanket stitch that goes all the way around to finish off the book. And then here doesn't show up too well, but there is also some hand stitching on the the center of the needle book. And then this is the back of the needle book. And we again have some decorative embroidery stitching here, the hand stitching around the hexagons as well. All of the vines and the leaves on these flowers are embroidered. This is a very small chain stitch that is going down both sides of that. And again, the vines and vines and leaves on the flowers have been embroidered, and you can see that blanket stitch on the bottom going all the way around as well. And when we open it up, which I have a button on the back, a button on the front, and just a ribbon attached that I just wind around those buttons for it to close. When we open it up, this is what is on the inside. We have a beautiful heirloom hanky, part of one that is cut out on this page, and I have stitched some of the flowers on that up there, have stitched the outer section in a vine stitch and added some pearls. They're stitching all through the background on this. This is the little needle book inside a needle book with an embroidered flower with a button on that, some rickrack added to it. This is also a hanky, and that is an antique button. Let me get that. It has a snap closure on that. When we open that up, that is the little needle and pin book that is in there, and it also has some pockets in the folds to store other items if need be. Pocket there as well, and there is a pocket on the front of that also. We'll close that back up. Well, maybe we will, maybe we won't. I'm not lining the snap up there correctly. There we go. And then in this lace on the bottom, there are actually pockets in there to place things, which I have some little floss bobbins that I have antiqued and printed out. That's a new one right there, but another older one there, and a vintage looking one right here as well. And then I have stitched that with some pearls again going across there, and we have stitching all on the background on that side. Then when we go to the other side of the inside page, we have this beautiful lace up here that is just decorative, stitched down. We have another flower that has been embroidered on there. This is part of just some crumb blocks, and it is two pockets, a pocket right there, a little shorter pocket on this side that holds some needles. And let me see, what do we have in this side? not. Oh, that's because there's a magnet down there. We also have needles in that side. And then we have a magnetic needle minder that is on there for use. But that is totally complete and now finished and ready for me to be able to use with other projects as I go. So we will set that down out of the way for now and go on to the next project that I finished. It doesn't look finished, but it is. I have not trimmed it because I will be making more to go along with this, and I don't know what the finished size is going to be yet. So until I get the rest of them, this is an outline of my hand with decorative embroidery stitching done on that, which we have the heart that is all very small chain stitching going around there. And then we have a running stitch on a bigger heart going through that. We have some French knots going through here. This represents a river going through that portion of the hand. We have some vines and teeny tiny little flowers with more French knots on the thumb. We have my initials right there. And then just some decorative stitching and some French knots where the knuckles would be. And then this resembles a ring that I do have and wear. And then we've got kind of like the sun bursting out from that. And then we kind of have some mountains with snow caps on them in that portion of the hand. But I am going to be doing a series of hands that will be the hands of my family, and it will be in a little family slow stitch book then, each one with different embroidery on everyone's hand. So this one is complete. I also completed another basket, which this is this beautiful one. It is a large. See the inside there, and I do not have the handles on it yet. Haven't decided exactly what handles I am going to put on that. We will decide. And then I also had started this banner. It is the Pledge of Allegiance, and it is all now quilted and binding on, and the label, whoopsie, the label on as well. So that is totally complete, and that is what I have completed. This probably, I don't think I did my week in review previously, so this was from the week prior, but the rest were done during this past week as I sat and relaxed in my recliner right there in the hand stitching corner. And one of the other things that I've been working on, didn't quite get it completed. I was hoping to have it done today, but that just didn't happen. But this is another needle book that was started and you have seen me work on. That is the center of an old doily cut out on there. We have an antique button added to that. I have stitched stem stitch around some of the paisley that is on the background fabric there, and then also some of the floral scroll work that is on there has been hand stitched, one up there as well. And then on the center spine there I have added a whole lot of antique buttons from the collection that I have. On the back side there is, this is actually two pieces. This is a heart that was cut out of the corner of an heirloom handkerchief, and then this is part of an old doily that I cut and put behind that. We have a really, really intricate, fine work antique button added to the center of that, and then again the stem stitch on some of the paisleys that are on there, and then you see another one of the florals and part of a different paisley there with the French knots on that. This will have some more background stitching on it, just haven't gotten to that yet. And then on the inside of this one, we again have part of an old doily. We have an old little yo-yo there, and again another antique button that is sewn on the center of that. This is a little, of course we always have to have something to keep the pins and needles, of course, so that is what that is up there. This is going to be embroidery work on it, and then we have some lace running across here that again forms pockets going all the way across there to be able to put things in. But it is not, this one is not complete yet. Still have quite a bit of work to do on the inside here before it's finished. But I was working on that also. And I believe, oh yeah, we have the denim shirt dress hanging on my mannequin up here, which the mannequin's name is, oh man, I just forgot. Ooh, oh well, that's okay. Maybe we'll remember next time. But I have done a lot more work on that, which you can see a lot of the embroidery work has been done on the bottom that is going around there. All the stems of the flowers are done going all the way around. This is a little loose right there, but yes, all the stem work is all done. The flowers need to be done yet. All of the strips of fabric are now appliqued down. The stitching isn't through all of them yet, and I have started working on the mandala on the center back of it as well. So quite a bit more done on that. You can see the one little flower up there to remind me of the colors that I want to do, and it also helped to hold the little stamens, and I put French knots on the end. I did on each one of the flowers going around. That's holding down the pattern until I can get the rest of the stitching done. But so was working on that as well. And I just remembered her name. The name of the mannequin is Matilda. So that is Matilda that has the denim shirt dress on while I am not working on her, so that it stays all nice and doesn't get messed up and stitches pulled and everything on it and that type of thing. And now the one thing that I know you all look forward to is the mail haul, of course. And we have, I think, about a week and a half worth this time instead, since I was behind in doing the week in review. But first of all, this is a new desk table behind me here. It is one of the electric ones that will go from the sitting position to the standing position just by the push of a button. I would push that right now, but this is sitting on the quilt cabinet and that, and yeah, that might not work so well, so we will leave that. But this was actually gifted to me, sent anonymously by one of you, my subscribers, and I have no idea who you are. So thank you very much to the subscriber that so kindly gifted this to me. Very, very much appreciated. Will come in very, very handy. Thank you. Means so much. I am really, really touched by that. And I forgot right over here, of course, every time I do a basket, I start another basket, and this is the start of the next one, which is also going to be the large size. Forgot that sitting over there. Okay, so now on to the rest of the mail haul, which I have to show you. My bag keeps getting bigger and bigger for what I need to keep the mail haul in. So that is what it is in this week. And of course, you know that I already got the black high tops to be able to embroider on to go with the shirt dress and some other things that I'm sure I will do in embroidery work as well. But I also got, because I thought the black would be just a little bit blah with such a colorful embroidered shirt dress. So I got a pair of yellow ones that I will be embroidering on as well. So that is one thing that came in the mail. And then let me see, that goes with another order I know. I also got more of the spaghetti threads, trying to get the entire collection a little bit at a time. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, six different packs of these that have 6 in them each. So I am trying to collect those all. This is the garden one, and this is the brights, and I have a couple of the others already. But so I got those in along with that order. I think were these are the little things that you put on the tip of your finger to help you pull the needle when you are doing your kawandi and hand stitching, embroidery work, things like that, where it gets a little hard sometimes to pull the needle. That's what those are. Always need those. And let me see, this is from Rusty Crow. So we know there's going to be Valdani Pearl Cotton in that. And those are the colors that I got in there. And I also, Granny's Legacy Patterns, but they sell it through Rusty Crow, has a book out that is the thread book that has all of the Valdani colors in that. And I thought that would come in very, very handy. But it has all of the colors, the current colors that there are, all in here, so that you can see what they are and have a little bit better idea of what to order and everything when you are ordering and looking for the colors in that. And then I also received this wool pattern from Sue Spargo. She is located in Uniontown, Ohio. I made a mistake on one of my lives of saying Union, Ohio, which that is just beside me. Uniontown is about, oh yeah, it's quite a ways north of me. If you went there, you wouldn't be able to make the trip there and back in one day. It would be a two-day trip. But I hope to get to her shop and take one of her classes someday. That is on my bucket list. But this is a little, it is actually a, oh, it's a little clutch. I know that. It's a zipper pouch. So make that and be able to put some of your wool embroidery supplies inside there. And then from Missouri Star Quilts, because somebody, oops, I didn't finish, there's more in the envelope from Rusty Crow, excuse me, I'm sorry. There is more in here because I did also order this year's, she does this every year, Kathy Schmitz. It is the kit for the red work ornaments called Jolly and Bright. That is her collection for this year that just came out. I ordered the kit, so everything is in there, and this is also the floss that came with the kit that I got to complete that. So that was also in there. I almost forgot about that. I'm sorry. Now from Missouri Star Quilts, the little Denim and Daisies mini charm pack was on their flash sale the day that I was ordering something else, so I did pick that up because they do come in handy for some little things that I make. So when they are on sale, I'll go ahead and pick them up. But what I was enabled to get by someone we will be bringing up a little later is this beautiful, beautiful embroidery kit. It is an heirloom embroidery quilt embroidery kit, I am sorry, and it is called Ingrid's Wildflowers. And I just got the kit. You can also get the denim fabric on which she did this on, but I do not want to do mine on denim. I'm going to do it on a different fabric, so I just got the kit without the fabric. Comes in this beautiful, this is a tin, not a box, and I have to show you how beautifully packaged this is. But when you open it up, you have the pattern right there on top, and then you have the embroidery hoop also. And when we take this off here, when you open, and you can see all the pearl cotton that goes for the colors of that is also included in that tin. When we open up this little hexagon, there is got embroidery notions in it, which is this cute, some needles, a cute magnetic needle minder, pair of scissors, and a needle threader. And then it also has the little bit about who the pattern is made after, and it says, my grandmother Ingrid immigrated to the U.S. from Sweden in 1912. She spent her later years embroidering hundreds of intricate wildflowers on denim squares. I learned to quilt by piecing each embroidered block together. Little did Ingrid know her embroidered quilts would be loved and cherished by generations to come. And that is signed Jenny Doan of Missouri Star Quilts. And we'll put that back, and then the instructions for the embroidery come on this little key fob, and they are all printed on these thick, if I can get this apart now, but on this thick cardboard hexagons. Shows all the instructions for the entire embroidery and the pattern. Very, very awesome way of kitting this up. And then all of the embroidery patterns that are the little circles, if I can get it out of there, are pre-printed on the stickable solvay that disappears in water after you have done all the embroidery work. You just wet this and it magically disappears and disintegrates and goes away. So that is that really awesome, beautiful kit. Let me make sure I get that all back in there correctly. Where did I lay there? Okay, need to put the hoop in there and the pattern back on top. Put the little decorative tissue paper on there. And the thing back in, and we have a beautiful tin that will be able to be used for notions, sewing, hand sewing notions and everything after the project is done. Let me see, what do I have in this one? This is, I don't remember, this is from Etsy, I do believe. Okay. This is the beautiful, another Jacqueline de Jong foundation paper piece. And it is not this one. I got the pastel light colors one, but it is the kit, all the fabric and the foundation papers for that. A little hard to see. I'm not gonna open that, but those are all the fabrics that are included in there to make this beautiful table runner. And I would like to do it in that colorway. I'd like to do it in all of them eventually, but that is what I also got this week. And then I have had this pattern for a while. I put that in there so I remembered where it was, but I needed a charm pack to go along with that. It's hard to find, and I finally found this one that will match nicely to go along with that pattern to be able to do it. It is a Christmas table runner, And as you can see, it has embroidery all down, whimsical and Christmas embroidery all the way down the center of it. And this is, I wasn't sure on what the fabrics were going to be like, so I also ordered some other Christmas fabrics. This will get used in some other project. And let me see. Don't remember what we have here. This was also, oh, okay, I remember what this is. This is some a vintage panel and fabrics that go with it. That is an old redwork one that is no longer available. And I found it on Etsy. It was the last one available. It was a very good price at $40. That's for the panel. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4 half yards of fabric that came along with it. And it is this beautiful red work. This is part of it. Beautiful, beautiful panel. And then this is the other portion of it. And then the fabrics to go along are, we have this one, and we have this one, we have this one, this one. I guess there are 5. I think I said 4, but there are actually 5 of them. So that was a very, very lucky and good find. So glad that I found that. And let me see, we have a couple of pattern books. These are also some of the things for the fingers that came along with that other one. But I also got this Sue Spargo pattern. It is called Cuppa. It take life one cuppa at a time. And it has, this is wool embroidery. All those coffee cups all decorated differently with embroidery stitches. Beautiful, beautiful quilt. It is a book. The whole book is the pattern for that. And then I saw this on Gotham Quilts, and so I ordered it. It is Stitched Sewing Organizers, and it is some awesome different organizers in there. So thought that was very nice and different. So I went ahead and ordered that as well. Okay. And now, just when you think I'm done, we have this large box inside here, and I am going to have to clear an area to be able to put everything that is in there as I show it to you. So let me slide some of this over out of the way so I have a surface to work on. Excuse me, sorry about that. But you won't believe all the awesome stuff in this box. And with that said, I will reveal who enabled me by showing me this on Missouri Star to get is the same person that sent me everything, beautiful things that are in this box that I'm going to show you. And that is one of the members of my channel. She is one of the Stitching Friends, and that is Tracy Hardick. So Tracy, thank you, because there is a lot. There is a bag inside of the box, and we'll lift that just to give you an idea. It's heavy, but yeah, this whole bag is full of stuff inside this box, and we will go through that and show you, which there is a beautiful card. I'm not going to read what it says, but it is one of those awesome cards that when you open it, it opens up beautifully too. Isn't that beautiful? I have never received one of those before, but awesome, awesome card. And then she made for me this beautiful mug rug out of Pioneer Woman fabric that matches the cottage, of course. And she said that she thought that that would be really nice. I mean, she even hand stitched it. Yes, hand stitching, and made that up. This is a beautiful little crocheted flower, and she added some buttons and a ribbon onto that. And then here, not to go with this is to take off and use however, but yeah, she's got buttons down in the corner here too also. But this is a little keychain to use however with some charms on it. The little, it's got a little featherweight sewing machine on it that says life is short, buy the fabric. And then it has a scissor charm, an iron charm, and a Singer sewing machine charm on that. But beautiful, 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 beautiful. And then next inside here, she knew that I don't have a lot of the fingering weight yarns. I have a lot of yarn and a lot of different weights, but I don't knit and I don't do socks, so I don't have a lot of fingering weight. Well, she sent me these beautiful, beautiful skeins, hanks they are actually called, of fingering weight yarn. And look at the beautiful turquoise and gray and a lovely purple here, another turquoise there, another one down here, but just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful yarns, which thought we were going to use this in a basket, but when I got it, I told her, I think that will probably go into some type of wearable for myself instead. Yeah, not going in a basket. And this was the ribbon that was tied around the one gift in here. And then this is, it's I can't pronounce it, Ahar Hora. But it is a handmade scented candle. And it is beautiful. And of course, it is vanilla. And it's really cute what it says on that. I'll show you that in a minute. But it is 100% natural soy wax. And it says, sending you a big hug. Isn't that awesome? Awesome, awesome. But yeah, yes, and there's more in here yet. She went a little overboard, I would say. She said she just kept finding stuff to put inside the box. But here is some beautiful, beautiful black and gray fat quarters and a jelly roll that matches them. And yes, I am going to make a little lap size quilt for in my living room out of those. Been wanting to make one out of grays for my living room, so that is what that will be used for. And then this is really cute because I do use these. She got several different of the fake nails in beautiful, beautiful colors, so I can have well manicured hands while I am showing hand stitching on my channel. And let me see, we also have this lovely Flag Day picnic pattern. It is using a layer cake, and I have several layer cakes, so I'm sure I will be able to choose one and make that quilt up. It ends up measuring 62 by 62. So, and it is by Abby Quilts. Pattern is from 2008. She's a little bit like me, has some of those older patterns laying around. Okay, and let me see. And then you are not going to believe this. Mike Mike, you are going to love this. This is the beautiful, one of the background fabrics from Jacqueline Dijon from the Be Colorful collection. And she had that and wasn't going to use it, so she sent that to me. Not only one, but there are two, because here is another one just like it. Love, love, love that fabric. It will go to a lot of good use. And that is finally, let me make sure there's nothing else in there. That is the bottom of the box. So, isn't that awesome? Thank you so much, Tracy. I was so blessed this week, I can't believe it, by both the table from an anonymous subscriber, thank you, and this awesome box of goodies. Yes, wonderful, beautiful, beautiful, much to be cherished goodies from Tracy Hardick. So that is everything that I have to show you for this week in review. The organizing goes on, continued all around me. Luckily, the area that I'm in is always cleaned up and ready for use, so you don't have to look at all the rest that is staring me down. Can't wait to get that project finished, and then I will be able to do a new updated tour of the Stitching Cottage and hopefully the workshop as well. That is going to be an extension of the Stitching Cottage. So there you have it, everything that I have received and that I have worked on and finished this past week. I hope that I have inspired just one of you to pick up some of your work and complete some of your whips, to try hand stitching on any form, embroidery, whatever it is, if you haven't, and find and see whether it is something that you like, because it is so relaxing, so therapeutic. It is something that even on the days when you are feeling so bad and in so much pain, that you can still pick up and it can soothe you and help you through that pain. That is what I have been doing this past week. So thank you, everyone. Take care. And if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the bell for the notifications so you will be able to see other content when I put that out. Hopefully, I'm not sure. Don't look for me tomorrow morning. I will say that. We will see whether I'm able to make it on Wednesday and Saturday or not. But right now, Monday morning, I know I definitely will not be doing. Waiting on all of the tests that I had done last week and the results on that, and see where we go from there. But once again, thank you. And have a very good rest of your Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everyone. I hope that you have been able to spend time with your families and have some fun for the last of the season in the pools, for everyone that is closing their pools. Maybe that last cookout, last family gathering of the season. Take care, and remember, as always, in the meantime, I can keep you in stitches. Bye-bye, everyone.